Hi, fashion lovers. I'm Nora, and welcome back to Psych of Fashion, where psychology meets style and every outfit tells a deeper story. Today, we're going to be uncovering something most people feel but often don't name. Why do we wear what we wear? And what's it really saying about us? And how could understanding fashion psychology change the way we show up in the world? This is Fashion Psychology, where we explore the connection between what we wear, why we wear it, and how it impacts us. We are going to be covering something very powerful, personal, and deeply underrated. And that's fashion psychology. Fashion psychology is way more than just about what we wear. It's about how our clothing choices shape our identity. Fashion psychology can be defined as the scientific study of our thoughts, our feelings, emotions, and our interactions. It's literally the bridge between what we wear and how we feel. And it's grounded in real psychological science. You see, our clothing influences our inner world, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions, and even our decision making. And they also impact our outer world, shaping how others perceive us and how we present ourselves in different settings. Now, the relationship between clothing and psychology has been around for a long time. We are now just giving it a name. Let's take a quick look at the history behind this connection. In the 1800s, psychology was already tied to identity, class, and emotion, even though people never really spoke about it in psychological terms. You see, back then, clothing was a language of status, gender roles, and morality. William James, one of psychology's founding thinkers, saw clothing as what he called the material self. You see, he believed our possessions, especially our clothes, reflected and shaped who we are. James described himself in three parts: the material self, which was our clothing, our look; the social self, which is how others perceived us; and the spiritual self, our internal values and sense of purpose. And clothing, if you think about it, is one of the few things that really ties in all three. Then we move to the psychology of dress during the 20th century. Throughout the 20th century, clothing became a form of rebellion, identity, and cultural expression. Fashion mirrored the collective psychology of every generation. In the 1920s, the flapper dress wasn't just a style. It was a social statement. It represented liberation, rebellion, and the psychological aftermath of war. In the 1960s, fashion was all about freedom: miniskirts, mod prints, and individuality. And it was truly psychology in action. Personal style literally became a protest. Fashion psychology emerged officially in the 2000s, and this is when scholars began to study how style affects emotions, identity, and behavior. And it gave language to something that we've always known, and that is that clothing carries meaning. Several brilliant women shaped this field and brought it to life, bridging academia, personal style, and emotional wellness. Let's honor the mothers of fashion psychology. So let's start with Dr. Dawn Karen. Dr. Dawn Karen is the founder of the Fashion Psychology Institute. She really was kind of the first ones to connect fashion to mental health, trauma recovery, and identity expression. She also wrote a book titled Dress Your Best Life. It truly is a must read. And another fun fact about her is that she coined the term dopamine dressing. Next up is Dr. Carolyn Marr. Now, I had the pleasure of meeting her 2 years ago when I attended her workshop in New York City, and I learned so much from her workshop. She wrote a book. I highly recommend you read this book. This book really kind of takes every aspect of the fashion industry, from mental illness, sustainability, to identity, personality, history, you name it, it's in that book. So she really kind of sets the foundation for the course and for us to really begin studying it academically. Now, based on my conversations with her, I don't believe she is really a fan of the term fashion psychologist, but nevertheless, she is the first person to help launch the first master's in applied fashion psychology at the London College of Fashion. And she really was able to show how psychology itself can be really such a powerful driving force in the fashion industry. Shakayla Forbes Bell is a powerful voice behind fashion psychology today. She has a website called Fashion is Psychology. I will link it below if you want to check it out. Also, she authored a book called Big Dress Energy. And this book is all about empowering people to use style as a form of self-expression and psychological empowerment. So like I said, I will link it below if you guys want to check it out. Again, excellent read. So I highly recommend you support these ladies because they really are working so hard to establish the field of fashion psychology. So if you're interested, like I said, I will link their books below, their websites. Check them out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, great work, great information out there. And ultimately, what we want to walk away with is that understanding that fashion is psychology. It's how we armor ourselves, how we communicate without words. It's the way we shape how we feel and how we show up in the world. And when we dress with self-awareness, we don't just look good. We feel aligned. All right, everyone. So we reached out of this video. I hope you enjoy the content of introducing you to what fashion psychology is all about. Next week, I'm going to be posting a new video teaching you how to become a fashion psychologist for those who might be interested out there. And if you have a question or anything that you'd like me to look into, go ahead and drop a comment below. Also, please, it would mean the world to me if you subscribe to my channel. I am working tirelessly to bring you excellent content that can really add value to your life and help you understand your closet much better. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so this way you're always notified when I post a video. Until next time, be smart, think intelligently, and always be authentically you. Bye now.